Welcome to our channel www.news.co.id.
Hello guys, meet with me again in News CNC channel. Okay, in the last video about Visual Basic Programming, I have shown you how to insert, update, delete, and view database record using MySQL and of course using list view. And in this video, I'm gonna show you how if we are using DataGridView for viewing database records. Okay. We create new project guys for this tutorial. Okay, in this tutorial we will design first and then make database, and the last step is coding. Then we wait for okay, we create new project, Windows Phone application, and then I will put location my project into desktop. Okay, I will create the name of this project is using DataGridView. I click OK guys. In the DataGridView, we have more or better than list view, because in the grid view can we different every records with different color. Later I will show you guys. So still creating project, we wait for this. Okay, this is our project, and like I say before, I will design first and then create database, and the last is coding. So we design first guys in here. Of course the main item is data grid view. I will adding this first, data grid view in here guys, you can see. Okay, and then I will adding 4 button like in this view tutorial: button 1, button 2, button 3, button 4. Then I will just design like okay, like this. And then for input, I also create two text box in here. One text box and two text box. Okay, I also need two label guys in here. Two label. Okay, I copy, I paste here, and then change the text string in every item. First label is I will create or change the tag to ID, for example, and the label 2 is, for example, is name. Okay, and the button 1, I will change the tag is insert. The button 2 is update. Button 3 is delete. And the last button is view. Okay. And the important thing again, also I mean, is changing the name of every item. Okay, the text box 1, I will change the name is TID, and text box 2 is T name, and button 1 is PT insert, and the button 2 is PT update, button 3 is PT delete, and the last button is PT view. Okay, the name, the ID, and view. Okay, you can see here, guys. And the last is data grid view. I will let it with the default name is data grid view 1. Okay, first thing that important is we will try to designing data grid view in here. I will right click in data grid view 1 and edit column like this, and I will adding one is data or ID. I will create ID in here, and the 2 is name. Okay, I will click OK, guys, like this, ID and name. And then okay, I think it's enough, and just I say later or ago, the first important is we will create a database. Okay, because we are using MySQL, I will open my SAM control panel and let it the Apache and MySQL running normally. Okay, this is still loading, guys. We wait for starting the service of MySQL and Apache. Okay, this is have running here. Then I will open my Google Chrome in here to create a database for our project. Okay, I will type in localhost php-admin, and then I will create a database with our project is like this. DB, if ago we create DB news for list view, now I will create database name with DB just DB grid, for example, like this, DB underscore uppercase grid, and create. The table name is contain DB detail, for example, details, and the number of column is 2, contain ID and name. Okay, in here I will create ID like this, and the name is like clicks view before names, and this varchar I will create varchar. This is just 10 and this is 40, like this. And of course I will set primary key into ID primary and save here. Okay, I will save. You can see here, guys, we have a database with name is DBGrid and the table is TB details, and the TB details contain ID and names column or field. Okay, then we just to coding here. I will minimize and I will close for some. Okay, the first thing is, of course, we need to create a connection to database. So I will create a new folder for Cleanly project or TD access, like here. You can just access or anything you want to give the name. Okay, I will create a module in here. We just wait, guys, the loading. And then I will call the module is DT connection, and I will adding in here. Just for example, I will using keyword using my language for easier to understand, but I think okay, that's right. I will create DT connection rather than my language. So this is for universal tutorial. Okay, I will first add reference. Of course, we need to adding MySQL.data, guys. MySQL.data here. I will check and click OK. Okay, in here I will import MySQL. And then I will create a public class for DT connection. After that, I will create connection in here. Of course, server we need using localhost. Good. I don't need quotes here. And password, of course, is empathy, guys, because we use default bring by some. And the last is database. Database is equal to db underscore with grid. You can see here database name is equal to the name in the sum here, db underscore grid, password 0, user root, and server localhost. Okay, I think it's done in here. I will also create MySQL connection in here. Okay, and then I will return to connect. I will copy paste for, you can see here guys, I will copy here and paste in the here for closing. I'm sorry, I don't mean like this. I will create a function for close. Then paste connect the close in here, and then exception return connect. Okay, this is for our connection. This is open the connection to database. This is for closing, because after we open the database we must closing the database. This is the logic. You can think this. And then I will go to this is the properties guys. I will window, I will reset to yes. Okay, this is form 1. I will double click in the form and then declare some variable in here. Of course I will import, I will create region to declaration, for example declaration. Okay, and then create a variable for my command, and then my connection guys. And then because we are using data grid view, we need adapter and table. Okay, and the last is for table. Okay, done for declaration for variable here. And then okay, we done for creating for variable, and we need to coding the insert command. Okay, in the form load I will delete for don't make we confuse. Okay, in here is, sorry guys, like we need to open a connection to database in here, and my command text is equal to string SQL command insert into our name of table is, we need to see again tb detail in here, tb details, okay, into tb underscore details. In the bracket I will insert the field id, and we need to see again content id and names, okay, id comma names, and the value the values of tid, the text, and t names the text, like this, guys. This is the explanation. We will to insert or input in the id and names field to table database with for id is equal to id.text, and for name is equal to tname.text. Okay, then we will execute, and then we need to close. We need also create a message box for showing if we in the right uh, way, okay. Okay, we need to test this script first. Still starting the project, guys. We will waiting. Be patient. Okay, something error here. Where is the error? Name the base. Okay. Me.name is form1. Okay, because this is error, I will change the name of data grid view in here. Okay, I will adding s in here and text to, okay, I will try to view again. Error this. I will try to running. It's still error or not. Okay guys, you can see here I will to input for example this one name is Sony. This is just for example. I will click insert. There is error guys. We need to solve this problem, this error. Okay, what is this error? Table dbgrid dot, of course, because I false type the table. Okay, not td but tb. Okay guys, tb, not td. You can see here. You can see in the uh, localhost tb details, not td. tb. Okay, running again. Okay, before I insert, I will open my Google Chrome and then few tb details. Okay, 0 rows and nothing item or nothing field or rows in here. So I will create one. If works, this is will give me the value in here. One, the name is Sony. Insert data save. I will click burst again. Of course, this is works the script, and I will close guys. For insert button is done. But I want to, after I insert, will also show in the data grid view. Then I will create region for viewing the list view and connect to database. Okay, region for grid view. Okay, and I will create sub with sub VB grid view. Okay, view grid view. This is in redundant words. View grid view, and then I will create my command. Select asterisk guys. This is equal to table details like this. Select asterisk is mean all of record will show. And I will shorting with ascending in here, and we call the adapter. We need to clearing in the data grid view first our rows for If we click 2 times, will not call in the double. Okay, if not the double. If not the table is nothing, and also the tables.rows.count more than 0, this is the mean is if any records, we will create some comment data grid view. Okay, what the name of our data grid view, guys? I will check again. Data grid view 1. Okay, data grid view 1. I will create auto generates columns equal to false, and then data grid view 1 data source equal to the table, that column 0, guys. The data property name equal to id. Okay, I will copy paste for fast in the script. In the column 1 is equal to what my name is our table, guys. Structure, id and names. So this is names, and then we will close the connection. Okay, my connection dot close, and we need to call the sub or comment in view grid view after we insert, call in here view grid view. Okay, this is equal to our comment in the sub in here. I will running again, and then show if our script is works well. I will open my database in some. This is one record. I will click like this, guys. ID. Number 2 is, for example, the name is you. I will click insert in here. Okay, I think something wrong. The adapter.fill is, you have an error in check the manual. SJ at line 1. Okay, The insert is works well, but in this view script is false. Order by ID, guys. ID. Okay, you can see if our script for insert is works, but showing is false. Then I will click start again because I need to add ID in here. I'm forget, okay, or mistake. I open my sham again and then open this, and number 3 is me. This is just for example. Insert data save. You can see here, guys, 1 2 3, and I will browse in here. 1 2 3, and number 4 is yes, works. I will insert data save. You can see here. Okay, this is very easy, guys, very easy. I will close, and we need to, okay, I will share to you. We in the last session in this tutorial, I will modifying the data grid view. I hope you see until the last tutorial, because I will showing to you to modifying your data grid view to get G2I. Okay, and then update. Okay, for fast, you can copy here, guys, and just change the message box and the SQL statement or SQL command. This is data update, and we need to change this SQL command in here. I will delete all, so we need to update TB details, set names equal to T name the text, and for updating we need to primary key, then with where clause where ID equal to TID the text. Okay, if we not using the ID with where, the all record will change. Okay, because we don't need like that. I running again. Okay, okay, guys, we have create a few comment. Then if we need to view, we just to call the view comment in the button. Okay, this is for view comment, view data grid view or view grid view. We need to start again. You can see here, guys, is if I click view, you can see this is for record. I will to change with updating script in here, and the number 2 I will change the name is you haha or without you. I will click update. Data updated. Okay, you can see the change. Number 3, I will change to, okay, the change is based on ID, guys, because we using close where statement. In the number 3, I will change to he. This is just for example. Okay, data updated. The update script is works, and then I will close again. And the last, we need to using uh, delete comment. I will cut this for structure cleanly, okay, and paste here. Okay, for delete, we also can copy paste this script and then change the message box and change the SQL statement. Delete it. Delete from DB details. DB where ID equal to the ID the text. Okay, this is just for example. Okay, I will click start again. I click view and I need to delete ID number 4, so I type 4 in here and then delete. Data deleted. Okay, number 4 deleted. If you don't trust, I will delete also number 3. Okay, data deleted. Okay, the script works fine in here. Then in the last script, I will also show you how we can if we click in these rows, show item in this field will show in the textbook. This is for easing user interface, guys. So I need to adding a script in here. I will create sub click grid view. Okay, dim e as integer equal, and I want to try for exception. If the current cell if the cell in the data grid view is nothing data or nothing field, we will exit the sub comment, and then else, no else if, but just else. My god. Okay, I will delete the else. if. Okay, current row dot index, guys, and then the ID is equal to I. Okay, for the ID dot rows I in the current row index, cell is, because this is first, then is 0. And for the, I'm sorry guys, I want to copy this, t name, and then index 1. Okay, and if in the message box, I will create a dot message and the exit sub. Okay, this is for click grid view. We need to call in the data grid view cell click, guys. Okay, I will double click in data grid view. This is cell content. I will change to cell click, cell click, cell click. Where is the cell click? This is, okay guys, and I will call the click grid view comment, and I will delete this and running. Okay, I will click view, guys. You can see here, you can see guys, I will insert 3 with like this, insert. I will also create 4 for like this, insert, and you can see if I click, the data is follow my click. Okay, almost all comment I show you here with practice before, and I've tested before, so this is the best for you, the best tutorial. I will edit column, guys, so I will custom like I tell you before. Okay, this is a advantage if we are using data grid view than list view, because we can modifying the stylist of data grid view. I will show you. If I start here, okay, you can see if I click view, guys, very standard in here. So I want to change this color for eye-catching. This is advantage is if we using data grid view. I will search or find the properties. The name is alternating row default cell style. Alternating, where is the alternating, guys? Okay, I will start alphabetic, alternating. This is, guys, you can see here. I will change the back color to this is, for example, and then I will running first to see the result. View, you can see, guys, and then I will combine with uh, default cell style. Okay, I will create with this color. Okay, click view, guys, you can see, but you still just looks like the selection is very ugly. This is because we don't, or we not yet change the selection method. I will change the property of selection mode. Selection mode, this is, I will change to full row select, and then you can see the result. Okay, guys, I will click view in here. You can see if our selection mode is select all rows in the row in data grid view. Okay, this is, I think, is enough for our tutorial, guys. So I think you can do better in your home, and I hope this tutorial is very useful for you, and thanks for watching. I hope we okay, I will running again, guys. I hope this is useful for you learning about programming in Visual Basic for basic good, you can see, guys. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye bye.